So today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Ant-Man figure from Quantumania. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. Here on the front we've got Ant-Man, some artwork, movie logo at the bottom. Here on the side we have the Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure, which this Ant-Man figure actually doesn't have any Build-A-Figure pieces. And here on the back we've got another shot of the figure with the Scott Lang or Paul Rudd head sculpt and the accessories he comes with. And then here on the side we got some cool Ant-Man artwork there. And on the top we got an Avengers logo. So now let's get him open and check him out.
Let's go.
So here's what he looks like out of the packaging. So he comes with the helmeted head sculpt, this random sort of pointing finger, and then this hand is sort of just like an open hand. He comes with the fisted hands on the figure and the Paul Rudd or Scott Lang head sculpt here, which is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. This figure's pretty cool really. When I've got him in hand, he looks a lot better than I really thought he was going to be. Let's take a closer look at him. So here's a little bit closer look at that Paul Rudd head sculpt and face scan. It looks a lot more so like Paul Rudd than I previously thought. And then here's the head sculpt from the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, I think this one looks a little bit better. Smirk I like just because it shows Paul Rudd's personality a little bit. The cheeks or the sides of the face look a little bit thin, but it's not too bad. And on this one it pretty much has the same hair and ears, so I think it's the same head, just a different face scan. This one's a little bit darker in the hair, but this one definitely looks better. I don't know what's going on with this one. It had that line right there, but anyway, we'll check out the rest of this figure here. All this texturing and stuff in here looks really nice for the suit. I like all that in there. That circle where he slaps that thing on the chest and his suit pops out. Looks pretty nice. The texturing even on the black parts looks really nice. They really did a good job on this figure. All the silver and stuff on here looks good too. You got some more texturing even down in here. So like right here you can sort of see it looks a little wavy. And then the texturing itself looks really nice. That's really good. They did a good job on this figure. The lines on the side looks nice. Got some more texturing. See the Ant-Man head between there? I'll show you a closer look at that too here in a second. We'll look at the legs a little more. All that texturing looks really nice. Even on the bottom of the feet with the boot, it looks nice. A little bit here on the back here. Texturing and paint on the back looks nice too. They did a really good job. Silver on here, on the shoulders there. I love all the texturing throughout this whole figure. Looks really nice. The silver on the arms right here doesn't look bad, but I feel like they could have made it look a little bit shinier. Or like, because this part right here looks really good, but the part on the arms looks a little more like lighter and cheaper made rather than shiny like this part. But that part looks really cool. The helmeted head sculpt looks pretty good. You can see the eyes through there a little bit. Pretty dark though, so you can sort of see it. You turn it at the right angle there. So here's a little bit closer look of that head sculpt on the actual figure. Yeah, if you turn it like certain angles, you can actually see the eyes a little bit better, but it is a bit of a darker red, so it's a little bit hard to see, but I mean, it looks pretty good. And there's a little bit of like marbling or something right here in the plastic. Looks sort of weird, like it's been cracked or something. So here is the Ant-Man and the Wasp Ant-Man figure. At first, I thought, well, I'll just keep this one and not get the Quantumania one. But now that I have it in hand, I am so glad I bought this new one, because especially the head, I love the being able to see the eyes through there. Looks a lot better than this, like they just painted them on there. It looks so crappy. The new head is a little bit small for the body, I think, compared to this one's a lot bigger. And at first I didn't care for the design of the new figure. Or like the new costume of like all the black in there. I thought it needed more red, but honestly it looks so much better than the Ant-Man and the Wasp one. This one here looks so much nicer. so glad that I got this new one. It looks so much better. Look down here a little bit. And I already showed you the other head sculpts, but the head sculpt for this one is a lot better too, the Paul Rudd one. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I got this new one. It looks so much better than this one here, especially the helmeted head sculpt, which is what I have on him most of the time. And this is the only one that we've actually gotten where you can actually see through the lenses and see his eyes, which is one of the biggest parts of the figure for me. Before, I thought this one actually looked pretty cool. And now looking at it compared to this one, I'm like, it doesn't even stand anywhere close to this one. And here's a closer look at the other hands. So we just get this random pointing finger. I'm not exactly sure, unless he's pointing at like Kang or something, like, hey, we had a deal. And then this just random open hand here. Okay, so for his articulation, he can look down, oh gosh, not very much, and up a little bit there. And we got some pretty good head tilt or head pivot there. Arms go up about that far. We do have the bicep swivel here. Double jointed pinless elbows. The wrists have the horizontal hinge here on all the hands. For the diaphragm cut, he can go forward about that far. Oh, here, hang on. So you can see a little bit better. There you go. And then backwards, not much at all really. Can go side to side, not a whole lot, but a little bit there. We don't get a waist cut, which I wish they would have had on here. It would have really helped with getting him in some cool poses. But I feel like they didn't do it because of this belt was part of the design here, which they probably could have just made that a separate piece and put a cut underneath there. But anyway, he can kick forward about that far. Back, a little bit, not too bad. We do get thigh cuts here. Double jointed pinless knees. Ankles go down about that far. Up just a little bit. They do rotate to the side, and we got pegs on the bottom. So I just wanted to show you real quick with the Paul Rudd head sculpt. He does have a little bit more articulation, so he can look down quite a bit further than with this, because this has this part here on the bottom, which sort of knocks up against the chest and neck, so he can't bend down as far with the helmeted head sculpt. But everything else is about the same far as head tilt and looking up. So here is this new Ant-Man with the old Ant-Man and the Wasp figure. He looks pretty cool next to it, really. I know a lot of people don't like this design really, and don't like the gold and stuff as much, but I don't mind it really. I just wanted to show you that real quick. I don't have the new Wasp, so at least you can see him with this Wasp. Or if you have the old Wasp figure. The heads look a lot different. This head is definitely small. Maybe it's just the way she's got her head tilted. Maybe a little small, not too bad though. But I don't mind this one. I mean, you can see her eyes through there and everything. But it's just a matter of preference, I guess. And also, I know this is a bit random, but this is the tiny little Ant-Man from the first 10 years 2-pack. I think it was the Yellow Jacket 2-pack. I don't have the big figure from there, but I have the tiny little Ant-Man because he's cool to pose around on different things if you want him shrunk, whatever. See, down there by his foot. He's pretty cool. I don't know why, I just thought I'd throw that in there. So overall, I really do like this Ant-Man figure. It's probably my favorite Ant-Man figure that we've gotten. He is really, really cool. And I'm so glad that I got him. And I will be putting a link to him in the description if you guys decide to pick him up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.